Oh, hey there. I bet you're wondering what you're doing here right now. Why you're in my apartment. Why you're watching this video. Well, there's a simple answer to that. It's because I'm awesome, but that's besides the point. So, what are you doing here today for real? You're here to watch my first video on my new channel, Steve Black Spider-Man. It's all about me, all the different species of spiders and tarantulas that I currently have, will have, and have had, sadly. Man, teardrop. But before we get too late in the night and I get a little sleepy and have to leave you folks, let's hop right in. Let's go say hi to all the spiders. Alrighty, let's get started. We're gonna start off with my very first and favorite, Miss Bandy. She is a Agelenopsis, Agelenopsis, a funnel web grass spider. And if you look real close there, she actually has laid 3 eggs at the back of her enclosure here that I've made for her. She's just laid up in there. I'm going to have to go in there probably in about, I don't know, I think I'll wait about a week before I go in there and get them. I'm going to get them out, nurture them up, maybe sell them, because there's so many. I already have so many of these same Agelenopsis, so I never know what could happen. But that's Bandy. And this right here is Mrs. Waldo. I get the names based off of what my fiance says I should call them. Oh, look, there she goes right there. She knows what time it is. She knows when I come over here, it's usually to feed her, so she races over to that little area. There she is. Same species, funnel web grass spider. I like these because they're pretty chill when I'm working on their enclosures or adjusting things or taking them in and out of their enclosures. But oh my goodness, they're so aggressive when it comes to feeding. It's amazing. We'll get to that later though. Back to the introductions. This right here is Miss Michelle. I have no idea why my fiance decided she was going to name her Miss Michelle, but I gave it to her anyway because that's her job as my awesome fiance to name my spiders and tarantulas. So if we can get it clear, there she is. She's a cross spider, Arinus diatomatus. Get mixed up with their names sometimes. And if you look right up in there at the top, boom, yeah, right there. It almost looks just like fuzz, but if we can clear it up, boom, look at that giant egg sac. She has just thrown that egg sac up there. She's only been here with us for about 4 days. Within the 4 days, she slung that up there. Knew she was being a little weird. She wasn't eating. Also, if you have any tips on how to feed, I'd say if you know how to feed cross spiders, what they might like to eat. I usually just feed my spiders crickets and small insects like that. Anything I can get from the pet store, which I swear these funnel web spiders love with a passion. But it seems most of my, I'd say Aranus species, any type of orb weaver, they don't really take to it too quickly, and they're kind of skittish around anything about that size. So I usually have difficulty feeding them, but she's not doing too bad. I think there's a cricket in there with her right now, but we'll just give her time to kind of settle in. Other than that, she's doing great. She's got the eggs laid out. She's got a nice web high up there like I expected her to. She's doing fine. And we'll move on to Stripes. Same one, funnel web spider. She is right here. We got her crouched up. Again, I'll tell you, these funnel web spiders, they're the chillest when you're working on their enclosures. I had to make some adjustments to their hatches and such, and I swear they didn't even. It's like I wasn't even there. They were just chilling the whole time. But man, I'd love to show you. I can't wait to show you what they look like when you get to feeding them. They're like freaking assassins, as quick as they move in there. And this is a peekaboo, same one, grass spider. I got a lot of these guys. They're really nice. It's like National Geographics in my home when it gets down to it. It's pretty awesome. Where'd she go? She's real quiet most of the time. She's in there somewhere. We'll find her sooner or later. Oh, there she is right there. Yep. Yeah. Her web's blocking her just a little bit, but she's back there. She's about as big as Bandy is. I'd say Bandy's the biggest funnel web spider that I have, and then it'll come down to Peekaboo, then Stripes, then Miss Waldo, I'd say, is the smallest one. And then down here, we got a little shelf case of 3, actually 2. Oh, well, technically like 27. I'll get to that in a second. First, we'll go up with Willow, who is also a funnel web spider. She's down in here. I'll go ahead and pull out her shelf. Now, oh, actually, she's out. She knows the show is going on. She's like, I want to get my 10 seconds of fame and let them know who I am. Yeah, she's out there. She's usually tucked off in those leaves right behind her. It's hard to find her sometimes until I start feeding them, and then she comes running out like a little bullet. So then, well, we did have a black-tail red grass spider, one of the little bowling doily spiders, but she died about 3 days ago. That was a sad day, very, very sad day. And then up top, our special show. So most of these grass spiders I have caught myself in the general area. I live in Florida, southernish, central Florida area. So most of them I catch myself. And sometimes, if I'm feeling up for it, I'll try and bring what I found them in or this general, type of substrate type material that they were laid up in. So with Raina, our other funnel web spider, she's actually about the same size as Peekaboo. But if you notice, if you can see down in here, so this little piece of leaf that I found her with, I was in a rush when I brought it in. I didn't really take the time to look it over too much, and it was covered up in web. So I didn't think anything of it because I found Peekaboo in a little nutshell just like that, so it wasn't too much of a big deal for me. But if you look all around, you'll see all these little dots. And if you look real close, you'll turn out they're little dots with legs. So I say about 20... I'd say when I put her in here, in that little eggshell leaf thing she's got going on there, she had about 20 to 25 little babies. And I mean babies, they weren't in the cocoon the whole time. They were hatched and just chilling in there. And I noticed it the third day I had her in here, I was feeding her, and I dropped the cricket in there, and I saw about 5 of them move, and I told my fiance, I was like, hey, yo, there's about 5 of these little baby spiders in there with her. And she was like, oh, that's cute. And then I checked the day after that, and then it was 10, and then 20, and now I'm looking at it, and I'm like, oh, they're all out now. So, oh, and there she is. She's hiding down there in her little cocoon, chilling, waiting for food like everybody else is. They're all skittish, waiting for food. And I just fed them recently, too. That's one thing I love about spiders as pets. You can feed them once a week, once a month, once every other month. They're fantastic at fasting, especially when they're about to molt. That's one good idea, or one good indicator they're about to molt is they start going on a fast and they start, I'd say, acting abnormally from what they normally act when they're in there. You just got to pay attention to it because once they start molting, obviously they get bigger and such, so they won't eat as much because they have to get out of their shell before they can grow any larger, or so it could injure them and stuff. But yeah, these guys are so cute. And they're all over the place. As I told you, about 25 of them in there. It's hard to count them because, they're all scattered all over the place. They're so small, they might be hiding behind stuff. But, yep, and that's Raina and her babies. Obviously, I don't have a name for every single one of them right now because they're so small and hard to tell. And I'd be an idiot if I tried to name 25 baby funnel web spiders before they hatched. But, I wanted to do the same thing with her that I plan on doing with Bandy by selling some of the babies. But I don't think I have the time or the patience to try and herd 20 to 25 baby funnel web spiders into a bottle to take somewhere or to contact someone. Be like, hey, I got these spiders, good pets, very interesting. And now to the big girls. So we have here my Mexican red neem, Brachionomalus smithi, Marley. Marley is a very pretty little girl. I believe she's the second instar, her and the other tarantula that I have. And she is just insistent on not eating. She is actually... Where's my little flashlight at? She's back there. Oh, you can see her rump right there. Tucked off in the dirt. She's the cricket I tried to feed her. She's just resilient. I'll probably come back tomorrow and it'll be gone. And I'll be like, well, thanks for not letting me see it. But there she is. She's a little difficult to see. As a matter of fact, I'll see if I can kind of swindle her out, get you guys a good look of her. So let's see if I can get this set up. And perfect. Alright, let's go ahead and get her opened up. And again, this is Marley, my Mexican red meat tea. My little Smithy. The little tweezers here. Don't mind the mess on the desk. Just me working on a bunch of stuff. I not only study spiders and all other entomological creatures, like, you know, any other crustaceans and such, but I also oh, there she comes. There she goes running out. I don't know if you guys can see that. There she is hiding. There you go. Yeah. She's cute. I love her. My fiance loves her too. She thinks she's super cute. Look at that. There you go. There's a good little shot of her. See if we can't. Yeah. Look at her in there. Hiding and stuff. Acting like she doesn't want to be seen by the camera. Silly girl. Alrighty. So that's Marley, my little Smithy. And last but surely not least, I actually got her to eat earlier. My Mexican red rump tea. She is a beaut. And I know she's a second instar. She's a little abiceps, or however you pronounce it. I always have trouble pronouncing scientific spider names. They're so difficult. But her name is Shakira, because I thought, you know, with the red rump, she got a rump on fire, like Shakira did in her song, you know, Hips Don't Lie, such. You know, me being all corny and shit like that. But I thought it'd be cute. There she is over in the corner. She actually just ate earlier today. I fed her a little small cricket, you know, squish the head, drop it in, let him go at it. There's the carcass right there. You can clearly tell. It's a completely different color than the rest of her substrate. But yeah, look how pretty she is. Oh, she's so cute, all curled up in the little edge there. But yeah, that's all of them. I want to say full grown. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 total spiders that are full grown. I got 2 baby teas that I just got. And then I want to say I got about 20 to 25 baby funnel web spiders. Then I'm waiting to decide on how I'm going to handle those. And then obviously I have the large egg sac from the cross spider Michelle. And I have the 3 smaller but still significant egg sacs from Brandy, my little funnel web spider, my favorite one. But yeah, that's all my girls. And they are all female. When my teas get older, I'll go get males. And I'll, you know, go into the whole deal of mating those. But right now I'm just gonna stick to females because one, they're bigger, one, they're prettier, and I don't know, I'm just drawn to them. It's nicer to have females around, you know, girls to talk to. They like to talk to me, and I'm a really good listener and such. I'm just kidding. I say all that for my wife, but that's besides the point. Yeah. So now let's go watch what it's like to feed the great Bandy. Let's get going. Alrighty. Here we go. We're going to feed Miss Waldo. She's up there, Prounce, ready. Now, I do have a fail video of feeding Bandy on my page. Just to kind of show her area. It shows off her web. It shows off how she's resilient on eating today. But if you want to go watch that, and just, you know, click on the channel. Don't forget to subscribe. But I'm going to cut off the lights. And I'm going to use my flashlight to let you guys watch because it's so much cooler. Because you can see her web. And it's like she has an entire second floor's worth of web. It's ridiculous. It's amazing, honestly. So let's see if I can get you guys the perfect view of this show. There we go. Beautiful. Right? I had a beautiful one. Just mess it up. There we go. Alright. Here we go. There we go. Now if you look in there, if you look at that. right. Oh, there you go. You can see that clear as day. It's like she's right over there. You can see her pounced up. She has an entire floor of web. This is the most amazing thing I've like ever seen. It's like ridiculously awesome. Like I would much rather all of you be here to see this, honestly. It's just how awesome it looks. This is like watching fields of magnetism, honestly. This looks super cool. But let's get to the feeding. Oh, instantaneously. She is on it like. Look at her, get her. She is manhandling them. Oh my god. Look at this. Look at this. This is just fantastic. Just to get you like a closer look. There we go. Look at that. Cricket's still trying to fight its way out. It's already done. She's already bit it. She's already injected poison. Or her toxins or whatever. Her venom. She's venomous. That's one thing people mistake about spiders. They're always asking the silly question, are spiders poisonous? No, they're not poisonous. Poison is a generalization of plants. They are in fact venomous. They do have venom glands. Let's see if we can peer over there. She ran off with it. There she goes. Look, she's gonna eat it right there. She's gonna drag the carcass into her little hole back here. You see my shadow pointing at the hole. There you go. But yeah, she is just amazing. Her, Bandy, and Stripes are my favorite to watch. Peekaboo, she's a little. I call her Peekaboo because she likes to hide, and then as soon as you see her, it's just like poof, she's gone again. It's amazing. But that is it right there, folks. That is what it comes down to right there. That's my favorite part about having these spiders here. They're super exciting to watch. I'm actually glad I came up with the idea of doing this in the dark. I was gonna just do it in the light and make it. Oh, look, there she goes. She's making a little hole. She's turning around so she can see everything outside, and she's just gonna go in on it. She's wrapping it up and stuff. Yeah, folks. Well, that's it for today. Y'all have a good one. Happy New Year.